Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for November 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Now that's Monday through Thursday. Now if this is the first time you've joined or watched, or you just like to cross-watch and you don't want to watch the introduction, which will be tagged to all the videos, then just go down right around over there to the description, and there should be a timestamp. You click on that. It's supposed to just jump you right over to the main readings. Okay? Okay. Now, when I am doing Monday through Thursday, I will be using my Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will also use my Guardian Angel cards. Now, I've added on, should put my glasses on, my Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies by Frances Monroe and Judy Mastrangelo. I will also use my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, that is going to be for the main readings. Now for this, the introductions, I do a maybe short reading using my Waite Rider or Rider Waite traditional tarots, and I am going to use my Colette Baron Reed The Good Tarot again. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay? Okay. I am getting slowly better from whatever this is. Doctor says it's more allergy prone than anything else, so that's a good thing. Now, the thing that we need to remember so I am waiting for a good frost or a good freeze to just kind of kill all that mold and whatever in the leaves out there. Thank you for all your well wishes. Thank you for your suggestions on some of the herbs. I do like oil of oregano myself, so I want to thank you for that recommendation. Okay, so this week is going to be really interesting. I've talked about it. I've been leading up to it. It's just funny that as we get in towards this week, it's been more of a struggle to get on and to let you be more prepared for this week. This is that type of energy, and everybody's feeling it, and it's just like things are rolling, and then it just feels like it's getting harder and harder. There's more and more of a struggle. I'm not saying that stuff's hitting the fan this week, but this is a really good time energetically for it to hit the fan. Okay. Now, I've talked about the 5th, and I've actually said like the 5th through the 10th of November, that there's a lot of different energies. Jupiter, and towards the end of, actually the 24th of November, Jupiter will be going direct in Pisces, so it's going into that stationary motion again. So it's stationary retro until it starts to stop, and then it'll go stationary direct. So the energies are very, very strong. Mars energy, because it just went retro, is still very, very strong also. And the other ones, Saturn just did its flip, so it's still not quite up to its normal speed where you rush through, not rush through something, where you just consistently move. So all of these energies are pretty strong right now. Now, what's going on? The 8th of November, we have a full moon. We have a full moon, and it will be at 6:01 a.m., and this is Eastern Standard Time. So it will be a full moon. It will also be a total lunar eclipse. So some people are saying this will be a blood moon. Now, I read that we will not have an eclipse like a total lunar eclipse, I think it was, for another 2 to 3 years. So this is finishing up the cycle that started in Taurus season, because then it had a full moon eclipse in Scorpio, and now we're in Scorpio and we're having a full moon eclipse in Taurus. So we're just doing this flip. And you have to, you don't have to. You should remember that the South Node, which talks about, or which works with your past, is in Scorpio, and the North Node, which is more your future, is in Taurus. So we have this full moon. We have this eclipse early in the morning, November 8th. We have other things going on. We have Mercury, which is 16 degrees in Scorpio, conjuncting with the sun in Scorpio. Mercury about language, communications, electronic energy here. Scorpio keeps its secrets, but does like to have people tell its secrets. Okay, interesting energy there. So Scorpio keeps its secrets, but likes to discover secrets, wants secrets to come out. So we've got some interesting, maybe communication with that. We have the full moon, which is, is also going to be conjuncting with Uranus, again Taurus. So Uranus, now that's a strong favorable. And when I say favorable, I don't mean that it's going to be all favorable for us per se, but it's where they really work well together. So the full moon in Taurus conjuncting with Uranus in Taurus. So Uranus is so it's a little stronger energy for this full moon because it's Taurus, all this, Uranus, expect the unexpected. And then we've got this eclipse. So it's really an extremely strong thing right there. It is trining, so conjuncting, trining is still these favorable energies, meaning that it makes things stronger. That's going to be trining with Pluto and Capricorn, and then we have some stuff with Neptune, and then of course Jupiter. The thing that's interesting is that it will be squaring with Saturn in Aquarius, and my good old Saturn in Aquarius. I have talked about that so many times, about Saturn in Aquarius, illusion versus reality. So we have the ninth where the Sun in Scorpio will be opposing Uranus. We have also where Mercury in Scorpio will be opposing Uranus. So again, there's this clashing of these energies there. And then we have Mercury Mercury in Scorpio squaring Saturn. So I'm going to post my little cheat sheet here so you can take a look at it. I'll post it in my blog on my website so you can take a look and see what that's all about. Now, I'm sorry, I'm not going to stop. Normally I try to cut out for my coughs, but I was thinking about how, this came to me just the other day. So November 7th. 11 plus 7. So that is an 18 energy. 1 plus 8, so we're going to bring it down. 1 plus 8 is a 9 energy. So if we take the year 2022, that becomes a 6. So we take that, so we take 9 plus 6. My mind was just going this way. And we come to 15. 15, if we go into our major arcana cards, 15, and this would be Monday energy, would be the devil card. And that is, the devil card to me is, well, for one thing, fear is a tool of the devil, but the devil card is also choosing whether or not you're going to face your fears, choosing whether or not you're going to free yourself from a situation where you are losing your humanity. So that in itself is interesting. To me it is. Then we go to 11 plus 8. So 11 plus 8 is 19. We add that together. So we add that together. Where am I going even with this? So I had this 11 plus 8 is 19. Then we bring that, so that becomes a 10. 10 plus 6, okay? 10 plus 6 is the Tower card, which popped out for us. The Tower card is, again, when everything has to be pulled out. The rug is pulled out from underneath our feet. There's a lot of destruction, but there's also a lot of this destruction is really the destruction of dark energies, of evil energies, and there's a lot of exposure with the Tower too. It feels horribly uncomfortable. We don't necessarily like this, but it has to be done in order for that to happen. So now we go to 11-9. So 11-9, we add that together. We have a 20. So we go to that, am I going right? 11 plus 9 is that. I had this all in my head. So 11 plus 9 is 20. So we go to our, anyway, I had it so that it would come out to so we go to 20. Oh, no. Okay, I'm messing up with that one. It'll come back to me anyway. But so we have our 15, we have our 16, and we have our, so 11 to 11, 11, oh, okay, so it all came down to, so I had the 11, and I had, so that was a 2. 11 became that 2. 2 became plus 9. It became 11 again. 11 plus 6 became a 17. And 7, blame my drugs, I'm sorry. Not my drugs, you know what I'm saying, cold medicine, allergy medicine. But that became the star card. That became the star card. And then on November 10th, if you're bearing with me at all, that becomes a 3, and 3 plus 6 becomes a 9, and that becomes our Hermit card. So, there's a lot of, so we have the fear card, overcoming fear, facing fears, should we choose, things falling apart, the destruction of an older system happening. Then we come to that star card, which is all about hope. And then we come to that Hermit card, which is about really connect with higher power and pray. So let's see what this week is all about really going to happen. I'm just saying, and again, I'm not saying horrible things. I'm just saying, if anything, if the stuff was to hit the fan, this would be a good week for it to do it. Okay, let's see. This card was the first one to fall out of the deck. You know that anything reversed is a little bit stronger. So let's see what we've got going here. So here we are. Okay, so here we are, and that one is not reversed. Okay, let's go on back to here. Anyway, we've got the Tower card. See, something's trying to keep me from doing my readings here. So we've got the Tower card. It is reversed. This is a 16 energy. So we have the 1 and the 10. So 1 new beginning, 10 transitional energy. 6 is the number of man. It's the energy you put into something yourself. Now you add that together, it becomes a 7. 7 then is divine energy, divine healing, divine umbrella. But this is where I was going with the numbers, especially that 8. This is where things have to fall out. This is where things have to change. It can no longer be what it is. It's no longer safe. It's no longer righteous, or if it ever was righteous. Now, again, we have the crown. We have this crown that's kind of toppling over. We have people that are just basically giving up, or basically, just moving on. But the thing that we're never really seeing is, what are they actually jumping into, or what are they jumping from? So it's interesting energy. I did read something, or I heard something that I liked about the Tower. I did like when somebody said it's the destruction of evil. So then we have our 6, again, number of man. This is a major arcana card 2. And this is the lover energy. This is kind of that energy that takes you back. We've got an Adam and Eve type of energy here, because we've got the fruits, we got the serpent, and I never go down that route with this card. We've got this Holy Spirit, we've got this source, not quite sure, this angelic energy. There is, in many ways, there is a blessing to be had. There is, so, hopefully that this is something that's very, very positive. The Lover's card does bring about a lot of healing, does bring a lot of, kind of putting you on the right track, whether it be comfortable or not. Okay, let's see what we have. So we have something, whatever this is, it is something that is to help, or to help heal with whatever all this pressure, all this stressors that are coming. So I always love the the man is looking at the woman, and looking at the woman, they're both naked, they're both very, very vulnerable. They're not necessarily covering themselves up, which is one of those things that after the fall, the story of the fall, that they were ashamed, but they're just standing there totally exposed, and the woman is looking up at the divine creature. So it's there's the sun behind. So I do feel that it's a very positive energy. I do feel it's a very positive resolution. I do feel that it's going to be, whatever this is, it's going to be very illuminating. Okay, so now next card is, okay, we go back to the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, so, 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 Court cards have underlying energies, and we have our four energies. Our first energy is our earth energy, or according to our court cards, our earth energy, which is the page's underlying energy. That is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, money, job, career. Then we go to our night energy, and that is our fire energy. That is our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Now, Sagittarius energy will be popping itself more and more as we get a little further down November. So it's passionate, burning, very determined energy. Then we have our queens, which is our water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Pisces and Scorpios, very big players right now. And then we have our sword energy, which is our air energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Mars. Thought processes, thinking things through, making plans. Now, the Page of Swords has been having some difficulties for me. So we have our earth energy, money, job, career. We have our sword energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Mars. I mean, and I keep saying Mars, but I mean Gemini. But that Mars energy seems to be creating a little bit of a, it's a little bit of a problem accepting what you might have accepted in the future. I mean, accepted in the past. It's a problem with that. It's like things aren't, it's like we're not in Kansas anymore. We're facing some things that we may not have faced before. However, the Page has a very enthusiastic energy, believes that things are possible. All things are possible for the good. The Page, the Page of Swords, it, says, okay, you have a challenge, bring it on, bring it on. I kind of get this with this Page, even though he's carrying a sword. I'm kind of get this, I'm ready. Like batter up, I'm ready. I'm ready to come out. I'm ready to start swinging. I'm ready for some action energy here. So not to say that things are easy, because they're never easy per se, but this Page is definitely ready for whatever is coming. Okay, so interesting that, let's see, again, I was going to do my Osha Zen Tarot. I was thinking I will do that on the Monday through Thursday, and then it's like, nope, Colette Barron Reed wants to come and talk. So let's see what you're going to be bringing up here. Let's see what you're going to bring up. Okay, come on. Higher power, what do you want to say through these cards? What do you want to say? Here we go. So, like I said, we don't know, but I do go with whatever I was talking about with those numbers. It made perfect sense to me before. That Hermit, it was kind of like after everything, there's hope. There's lots of, wonderful possibilities, but, that Hermit energy for that 10th, it was very much, maybe we need to do some praying to, Source, Holy Spirit, God, whoever that is to you. Okay, let's see what we've got here. The Nine of Water. Oh, I love that we took this because this is the wish card. The 9 is, let's wrap it all up. So after a week that could be very, very energetically stressing. And remember, the full moon is always a time that affects our bodies, our world. So there is a little bit of a intensity with the full moon. It's also a time when I say to release, relinquish, and request. Like 3 days before, 3 days after, release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need anymore, and request what you do want in your life, what you do want in your world. Okay? So this is the 9 of Water. This is the 9 of Cups. Cups, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And this is the wish card. So this is a time, and remember, this is a universal type of energy here going on. This is a time where there's a lot of positive possibilities to be had. A lot of things can be made possible this week. Okay? Just putting that out there. Let me know what you think. Remember, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power and just say, hey, what do you want to say? Please take that moment to do the like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. As always, we will start our readings now. Hello, my Geminis. How's Mars doing? How's Mars doing with you? I don't know. You're my little wild card right now. You're my little wild card. Not sure. I know that I didn't really talk. There wasn't a lot of Mars stuff except that you're retrograde. You're still on that slow side. You're still on that very intense side. And I guess you're just kind of like that wild card for me. Anyway, those two cards just popped out. Let's see. So full moon energy, full moon ceremonies. I don't worship the moon. I basically look at it as a divine creation. It helps me get close to God, source, higher power. What I like to do, though, on really intense moons especially, is write down that relinquishing, and requesting stuff, and actually, put it out there. Put it out there. I like to give it to someone. So, and it doesn't matter to me if that's your guardian angels, if that's your ancestors, if that's Gaia. That's your business. That's your personal path. But I like to put, instead of just saying, people like to say, oh, I gave it to the universe. I like an address. I like a little more accountability than just giving it to the universe. So, I don't know. That's just me. You be you, I'll be me. Okay, let's see what we have here for my Geminis. Again, that Mars is so intense. And again, I feel like you're the wild card. I don't know what you're going to be up to. You just feel, but whatever it is, you're going to do the right thing. Anyway, first card reversed. Ace of Michael. Now, the Ace of Michael has come up a little more often than some of the other cards during all the readings, but it always brings its own little messages. So Ace is a one new beginning. Michael is your energy. It's also Aquarius and it's also Libra. Now Aquarius, Saturn in Aquarius is going, if you got any Aquarius in you at all, it's going to be a really forceful energy there too. Okay, so, but your energy is up for this. I kind of see your little twins there. The one that's kind of and I'm not going to say demon angel. I'm going to just basically, the one that says, well, maybe we want to try this. And then there's the other one that says, well, maybe we don't want to try this. Kind of gives you both sides of the coin. It's kind of like you're the double coin. Well, who is that? Greek or Roman, but it's Prometheus? No, I'm not. Okay. I digress. Anyway, it's seeing both sides of you're going to be seeing both sides of the picture. You're going to be seeing both sides of the argument. But the Ace of Michael is telling you to make some sort of a decision and start moving forward, taking one or the other, but it's time for you to make some movement. It's time for you to get going on here. It's kind of a pushing you forward energy here. Now, Michael, again, your energy, Aquarius and Libra, thinking things through, could be about hearing news also. So this is kind of saying, I kind of just get this, get off your butt, time to move, time to act. It's time. Whatever this is, it's time to go. Anyway, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. And I think the thing about the bumps, and that's what I'm saying, it's like, you've been seeing both sides. It's kind of like pick a path. And something about this, I just kind of feel like he's ready to fly. He's ready to go. Ace of Michael doesn't mean that everything's all easy or that everything is the way it's supposed to be. And I'm not telling you to quit a job. Not telling you to quit a job at all. But it's always easier to get a job when you have a job. So if you're thinking of making some changes, it's a great time to get that resume out there and to start looking. Okay? It's a great time for you to start solidifying that path, solidifying that future, solidifying what it is you want to do. Okay, I just feel that this has some movement. And again, my Geminis, I think you've been like listening to, the one, okay, I hear you, yeah, makes good sense. The other, okay, I hear you, makes good sense. So you might have to pick between the two, or maybe you're going to have to choose a third option with this too. Not sure, but it's kind of like pick a path. Here we go. Next card is Okay, so we have peace. We have peace. So we have a 1, 1, 3. We know about ones. We know about tens. Threes are creativity, celebration, the power of three. Get two other people together, three people putting energy out to source, spirit guides, whoever that is. Very, very powerful. This is the death card. Now, I think that there's only, well, I haven't done Libra yet, but I don't, the majority of the readings have been having major arcana popping up. And I know I talked about major arcana earlier in the introduction, so, and I had it where there was a 15, 16, 17, and then also too, I didn't talk about this, but I had said, so November is an 11, I made that a 2. So 2 plus 7 plus 2, 2, 2 is a 6. That's how I got my numbers. So that's how I even got to the star. That's how I got to, the other numbers too. But also, if I add 2 plus 10, and that's a 12 plus 6, that's an 18. That's also a moon energy. So something really major arcana is coming on. Something very universal for this week. But anyway, back to this. This is the peace card. This is Archangel Azrael, known as the Angel of Death, is there to greet you, to bring you over. Now, this is does not necessarily mean that there is death, but the peace card means there's a sudden ending. It's not necessarily an easy ending, and then because of that ending, something begins. Okay, so it's a really, whenever I see the death card, whenever I see the peace, I go, ooh, something's got to stop, something's got to end in order for there to be movement. Okay, so this is about release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. So there's a lot of trust. There's a lot of trust in that movement here. Okay, last card here, reversed. The 7 of Michael. So 7. So we have a 1137, a 7311, divine umbrella, divine covering. Michael again is your energy. But this is kind of saying, like I said, remember, it's not an either or per se. There could be a third option there. It could be, maybe you're just not seeing everything. But again, it's almost like you need to move from where you're at in order for you to see the bigger perspective. In order for you to see, so you know how sometimes it's like, well, let me go over there, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't see anything. I didn't see it. Now I see it. When I'm looking for something, when somebody's lost something, it's like, wait a minute. Let's just wait a minute. Take a moment. I need stillness. I look, and then I kind of move. I go where I'm being kind of guided, and then all of a sudden you see it. You see the solution. You see the answers. The answers are in front of you, but they might not have been in front of you if you did not make a move. Okay, so there is a better course of action available for you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. So some sort of movement, something is ending, and you need to just kind of, it's an odd energy because it's a prepare, be prepared, but you need to move in order for you to see it. I don't know. You're going to have to tell me, my Geminis, and yes, I think I'm feeling better enough to maybe on Sunday get on and answer my comments. Let's put that out there. Let's put that out there. I've been reading them, and I've been enjoying them so much. Thank you. Anyway, let's see. So you have a 1137, so 7311 energy there too. Interesting with that. There is a better course of action available to you. Working alone. See, that in itself, many times over, whenever we see this, it comes down to this, this thought like, I can't do this by myself. I think this is where I need to go. Higher power, you're going to have to help me. You're going to have to show me. You're going to have to take my hand. You might have to push me, but don't let me do this by myself. Anyway, let's see. Guardian angels. So there is a better way. Again, I feel like, you've got to make a move because this energy is so, it's almost like the energy will crack. It'll be like you'll get a big crack, just like it's so like a ceramic pot or something. You're heating up the kiln, and if you don't do it correctly, it cracks. So it's kind of like you got to do it correctly. Okay, whatever. Anyway, let's see what we've got going for my Gemini. Oh, okay, sure. After all of that, the last card pops. Here we go. Reversed. The Ten of Abundance. Well, this is lovely. This is another 1 energy, 10 energy, transitional energy. 0 is God's source energy. Abundance is your earth energy, your money energy, your job, your home energy. This is someone who has a family that is very loving. So, heaven has provided so many blessings. Your family members are bonded and working together. The children are provided for, and a comfortable retirement will one day come along. You've taught your family the grace that comes from knowing right from wrong, and you should be very proud. You should be very proud, my Geminis. Whatever this is going on, be proud of who you are. Be proud of where you've come from also. And if it's not necessarily, if you do not have a biological family, it can be also the family that you have chosen or the family that has chosen you too. So there is an attitude of gratitude with this, and there is blessings to be seen. Again, that Ace of Michael is just kind of, it says, choose, move, do something. Don't just stand there. Okay, let's see what else we have here from Inspirational Wisdom from our angels and fairies. Let's see what we have. Here we go. The Fairy Queen. When you start believing in yourself, you'll find the power and wisdom within you to bring about desired change. Wow, interesting with that. Desired change. What is the change? You've got some very powerful cards. That Peace card is in itself very interesting. The Ten of Abundance, Heaven has provided, is good. I mean, all of these are very interesting cards. What do they mean, my Geminis, to you? But start believing in yourself. So sometimes the believing in yourself is, this is where faith comes in. And it's like, I brought 2. I don't necessarily know why I have to do this. I just have to do this. Okay, let's see what we have here. Crystal or energy for my Geminis. Amber. So there's a lot of home energy here too. Harmony, home protection, calm, attracts love. I don't know where my amber went to. Anyway. Hematite. This is a good one too. Self-healing, grounding, right opportunities, also justice. What does it all mean, my Gemini? What is ending for you? Why do I get this feeling of just kind of like, you got to make a decision. You got to move. You got to do something. It's time. I don't know. Interesting. Anyway, my Geminis, take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. As always, my Geminis, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.